First of all, I would like to welcome all of you to that webinar on value realization due to traceability and certification of organic produce and product. This is the first webinar we SDS and ALC jointly organizing. The webinar is conducted as a part of the study on organic farming and the promotion of livelihood in Northeastern region. Objective of this webinar is to identify the scope of traceability of different organic product in the value chain system and to identify the best certification process of the organic products to suit the local needs. And for this, we have invited and to fulfill the objective of this webinar, we have invited, in fact, we all have taken pain to invite Mrs P Chandrakala. She is the team leader, organic certification and quality management, Center for Sustainable Agriculture. Since 2010, she has worked with the center and has over 19 years of experience in that NGO sector. Presently involved in PGS certification, the Center for Sustainable Agriculture is one of the regional council for PGS India under National Center for Organic Natural Farming, approved by Ministry of Agriculture. Chandrakala is looking for certification for all the states. As a regional council, the Center for Sustainable Agriculture is working in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Maharashtra, Chandigarh, Karnataka, Jharkhand, and Tamil Nadu, with 50,000 plus farmers under PGS certification. So we'd like to welcome Mrs. Chandrakala, and I'd like to invite you to deliver the lecture.
Thank you, sir.
Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity to me. Already you have given brief introduction about me. I am working with CSA since 2010. Basically, we are working on organic farming since 15-20 years. But this certification part, even recently 2016 PGS came up, but before that also we worked on ICS third-party certification also. So here purpose is that for this training, especially for this topic, whatever you have given to me, actually if you want to learn completely, it will take minimum 2 to 3 days of training program required. But still you have given me 1 hour time, but maximum I will try my best to give some of our practical experiences, since we are in this field since long back. And we are working with other state governments also. So those experiences also, whatever we have implemented in those areas, that helpful for your projects also, I think so. So within this, during this period, maximum I will try my best to cover all those things. And another thing is that any doubts, please feel free to ask me. Even in this presentation, whatever maximum, how to link certified produce to buyers, that kind of information will be there. And main thing is that what helps the certification to the farmers produce, how it can be helped. And another thing is that what is the importance of certification, how we'll get the premium price to the farmers, all the benefits and all, what are all challenges, all these things we can discuss in this present session. Okay, thank you once again giving this opportunity to me. Thank you. I will share my presentation. Before going to start this workshop on value realization due to traceability and certification, how it can be helped, that things we can discuss. Yeah, why certification is required? Why verification is important? Why quality assurance is required? These things compulsory we should know, because since now present situation, everybody is saying organic, but what is the real organic? Where is the traceability? How can we identify? How can we recognize those produce? For that is very, very important present situation. So why certification, verification, quality assurance? Means it's locally focused on quality assurance is very, very important in this value chain system. So here, if you will see the present situation, growth of organic sector with more volumes in the marketplace. If compared to last 5 years to till now, lot of awareness came up in the community, regular general people, and in business commercial mode also, lot of awareness came up, and assurance from producer to consumer. Hello, is it audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
I'd
can you
like to
you can
request.
mute everyone?
Yeah, I'd like to request all to mute their speakers.
Yeah. In the present situation, growth of organic sector is more volumes in the marketplace. And another thing is that assurance from producer to consumer separated by distance. Consumer will be in one place and producer produce will come from different place. In that assurance from producer to consumer separated by distance also, this certification and verification process is very important, and a guarantee on the nature of products becomes more and more is very important, and uniform labeling and consumer concerns for healthy food is assured. And another thing is that image and credibility and transparency. We can came to know the source of the produce. If we will go to departmental stores or any stores, if you will see the packet backside, there is a QR code. If you will scan it, no, we can come to know the source of the produce, that produce from where it came. Like that, our organic produce also, that is traceability system on it, that is very important. So for that, consumers concerned, healthy food is assured, and image, credibility and transparency. These are all for this certification is very important. And another thing is that it's a value addition to the farmer. Because if farmer will go and sell their produce in the market without certification, if farmer will tell that this is organic, who will believe that? For seeing everything is, it looks like same, conventional and organic. But for that farmer, whatever he is growing, whatever producing the produces, for that one credibility and recognition is important. Because of that, they will get the premium price also. Even in the PGS certification, for any certification, they will get minimum fully organic, means it will take minimum 3 years of time. But even first 2 years also issue the certificate, it indicates that farmers are under conversion period. Even conversion period also they will get the certificate. With that certificate also, at least minimum 5% of premium price compulsory, sure they will get the premium price. And it's a marketing tool for them. Because of all these things, certification and verification process is important. Verification means it's not like policing. Verification is for like to know the status of the situation, to understand the situation of the farmer, to understand the situation of the field, what is the status, how can we help them to strengthen themselves. That kind of improvement, better performing, this is a verification process is very important. This is the main key challenging, because verification means everybody will feel that verification means it's like policing, auditing, like we will go, we'll check, we'll identify that. Not like that. The verification is that basically it is like to understand the status of the situation. So that for that, this verification process is very, very important. Here our main focus is that we have to think that here is that our primary focus is that to identify a suitable model to establish traceability and certification of organic products to help farmers and to avail the value of their products and encourage more and more farmers to practice organic farming in any area. Present here, most of the, you mentioned in the topic that just northern eastern India, here we have mentioned. For any area, this main focus is that to primary focus to identify the suitable models. Where is the main feasibility is there, that kind of establishment, traceability and certification, these are all the main thing to how to connect the farmers to markets directly. Farmer, whatever organic produce is available, that produce connecting to directly to the marketing, how we can link that market linkage is very important. And here another thing is that whenever we are talking about organic farming, natural farming, or anything, first, since here all are, I think most of the members are working on certification. That's the reason I am not going into detailed in what is certification, how that process and all. I am not going, but because I think you might be knows, even in that also any doubts I can explain, no problem. But here thing is that wherever we are working with farmers or in community-based people, first that community level cadre people should have understand on this. They should have understand, they should have knowledge on this. They should know what is the importance of certification. They should know how we'll get the premium price. All these things, that awareness is important to the ground level people. That is very, very important. Because why I am saying that, in the practical experiences, I am saying that in some of the areas for the project based or any provision in the project, they will make the groups and register the farmers in the PCS or ICS. But even they don't know farmers, they don't know they are in that groups. So that kind of gap we should not create. First, we should give the awareness and knowledge to the ground level people. And ground level people means farmers, simultaneously ground level community based team members like ICRPs, like that ground level team will be there. No? For them also we have to give a lot of awareness and clarity on this. Then only they should they can understand all these things, and they will follow all the standards and all. If they will be in certification, means they should know all these things. I am in that group, I am in the certification, I got registered in the certification, and I will get the premium price. I can sell my produce as organic produce. All these things farmers should know. And so that kind of awareness and clarity should reach to ground level first, because they are the pillars of our entire thing. Because if they don't have any clarity on this, we can't go forward also. That is very, very important. That is one thing. Here, if we'll see local versus domestic versus global markets. Here, three kinds of market facilities are available right now. Here, first thing is that here local rural markets. Here, local rural markets basically mainly staple food with little or no organic premium. Directly they will sell whatever they grown as per market price, they will sell their produce. Here, domestic urban markets, mainly fresh produce and processed foods for urban centers, possibly with the organic premium, little bit, at least 5%. If it is farmer is under first year or second year conversion period, then in domestic urban markets, they will get at least minimum 5%. Try to, if a farmer is under fully organic, they will get minimum 15% of premium price. So this is domestic urban markets. Next, global level markets. Global level markets mainly commodity based commodities like with the formal certification, organic and or fair trade premium means global level means a certain legal kind of formalities needs to be done. Now it's very critical situation in present situation here, but overall, as per our experience of years of experience, we are working on this. Main thing is better we can connect to local market. Local means within the country, farmer can sell their produce. That will be the good thing for even at least 15% premium price also. That is more than enough to them rather than doing export and all. For export, now legal compliances are very strict and it was a little bit problematic kind of thing right now in present situation, because some of the agencies also drop down and some issues are there. That also we can discuss. Here logistics, quality requirements, premium, competition, everything here, local markets, domestic, urban markets and global markets. If compared to global markets, better we'll go with domestic urban markets, or even if they have markets directly locally, here directly they can sell their produce to the local markets because there is no transportation thing in, directly they can sell their produce. If they will get premium price, that will be well and good, but it depends upon location and all. They may not get local markets more premium price. If you will see the trend of this present situation, here local organic export and domestic market in India. If you see that till 2016 here, 2015 to 2021, if you will see that this trend, mostly food export is there and textile second place is there and domestic market is less. But now situation is completely different from this. Here, export market, that volumes and are here. First, we have to identify the where is our market. Farmers market, where it is. Where is your market? That should know. Means this is producer organizations, ground level, community based. These are from here to district level, block level, state level, national level, international level. If we'll see the range of these things, farmers share, legal compliances, competition, and all these things, if you will see, quality requirements and all. For international markets, legal compliance and quality, for quality assurance for any markets, even all the standards for ICS and PGS, third party certification and PCS certification, both certifications, both are following the NPOP standards only, but here some legal compliances, it depends on where we, if we want to export our produce, where we have to sell, where we have to, which country we are sending. Based on that situation, based on that country, as per their standards, we have to take the certifications. If we want to send the export to USA, USDA certification, additional we have to take the certification. If we want to send the export to EU, as per their standards, EU certification, like that. Where we are exporting our produce, based on that country requirements, we have to take the certifications. These are all for international markets, compulsory legal compliances. We need to meet all the legal compliances and quality requirements in each level, from beginning seed sowing to ready to sell market. In each level, compulsory have to follow the all the standards. Here, if you'll see transition strategy and quality assurance, present situation, how we can transition strategy, how we have to shift, how we have to change, how we have to go forward, that we have to think based on this present trending situation. Transition strategy is that here you see kinds of certifications. For example, GAP. GAP means good agriculture practices. That is one kind of thing. This is here reducing pesticide. First, whatever farmers are available with them, we have to categorize them. Conventional, GAP, NPM, organic. Like that, we have to bifurcate. For example, conventional means completely they are not doing following anything. They are using pesticides, chemicals, everything. That is conventional. Next level is that GAP. GAP means good agriculture practices. Means here reducing pesticides and fertilizer use. Means as and when required, that time only they will use very less pesticides, and that is also not horrible kind of thing. That kind of practices, practiced people, farmers, they will come under good agriculture practices. Even for that also market is there nowadays, because here we are in bulk marketing also. Even good agriculture instead of conventional, better good agriculture practices. Like that, different categorization of certification, different categorization of people, farmers, that is also important. Next, NPM. NPM means here non-pesticidal management, no pesticides, no weedicides, no GMOs. So locally, whatever on-farm based inputs they will prepare, they will make it, they will spend, that kind of thing. Another thing is the PGS certification. In the PGS certification, Participatory Guarantee System, if you'll see here, seed S2S farmers means seed to seed, means seed sowing to seed cell, seed produce, means ready to market. Till that all the farmers are practicing all the standards. So that kind of farmers we will call as seed to seed farmers in AP state. Here in AP state, seed to seed farmers means all the practicing farmers since last 3 years. Those farmers we will take them into certification in the PGS certification. That is one category. Another thing is that ICS. This is international markets, where and when required conversion in 1 year. Even earlier, one clause came up in PCS also. After completion of 3 years, directly they can shift into transition to ICS in conversion in 1 year, first year. Like that, law came up, but not yet implemented now. That is one thing. Here, if you will see, in here we'll see the gap. Gap means for gap also most of the market demands are there, because instead of selling directly conventional produce, gap is better than conventional. That is one thing. And another thing is that NPM produce we can sell at least minimum 5% of premium price. And PGS produce, at least certified produce, we can sell as minimum 10 to 15% maximum. For example, if it is fully certified after completion of 3 years, and they may get, farmers may get 15% premium also. But minimum here, PGS certified farmers, we are paying here like 10% of premium price to the farmers. And third party certified, if it is ICS farmers are there, that third party certified farmers are there, they will get minimum 15 to 20% of premium price. These are all the logos of all the certifications, like Jaivik. Jaivik Bharat means this is developed by Ministry of Agriculture. This is government portal. In Jaivik Kheti portal also, all the certified farmers produce details and farmer details, all the details we can upload, either third party certified or PGS certified. Here thing is that there is no middleman. farmer can sell their produce directly to the vendor. Means here in the Jaivik Bharat portal, once farmer after getting the certification, after that only will upload the details to the Jaivik Bharat portal. In that, farmer name and farmer local group registration number and farmer contact number and farmer bank account details, and farmer can quote their price also. So I want to sell my paddy, I have per quintal this much price I want to sell. And even farmer can mention their logistics also. Means from farm gate to they will come and pick up, and otherwise transport to your place. Like that kind of conditions and all we can farmer can select there, then produce, they can upload on Jaivik Kheti portal. From here, anybody can contact to the farmers directly to the farmers. There is no middlemen here. They will talk to farmers, and if they want to agree for all these terms and conditions, directly they can deal. That is one thing. These are all logos. For example, USDA, EU. These are all different countries' logos. Here, certifications in India, organic certifications in India, two certification systems are there in India. One is that NPOP, National Program for Organic Farming under Ministry of Commerce and Industry, effective from since 2010. Launched mainly to regulate the quality of exports. For export purpose, this third-party certification is introduced, and PGS India program, Participatory Guarantee System under Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. This is group certification. It's basically locally focused on quality assurance system. So now it's becoming, if we'll see the comparative all the certification, PGS is the best certification process. We can tell that because we have a lot of experiences with PGS farmers, and wherever we are working as a RC also, we are linking their producers to the markets, and how we can link the farmers to markets. That kind of opportunities are, a lot of opportunities are there. Here, best thing is that domestic markets is for small and marginal farmers. It's very useful for domestic marketing is very important for them. Here, if we'll see all the both the systems are based on the same national standards. Already I have mentioned this, organic production notified under NPOP, but independent system of documentation and compliance verification is there. And another thing is that both systems are parallel to each other. Product certified under one system cannot be processed under certified another system. Both maintain separate identity. So here third-party certification and PGS both certifications are there. For any export purpose, we can do the third-party certification. Otherwise, within the country, farmer can sell their produce anywhere in India. PGS certification is more than enough. For value realization through certification, I'm sharing some of our practical experiences. Here, certification is value addition to the farmers, obviously, because for whatever farmer knows he is doing organic farming, that farmer is doing organic farming. But if you will see the consumer side, if we'll think, how can we justify whether it is organic or not? For that purpose, compulsory certification is required. So here have to identify the assured buyers. That is also very, very, very important. Without assured buyers, it's very difficult to do the marketing farmers, this is very key challenging, because if you'll see overall entire certification system, marketing is major challenging. So here, how we can outcome that issue challenge is that very important. Here have to identify the assured buyers, means connecting, and next thing is that connecting PGS certified farmers produce to identify buyers. Why I have mentioned there, like in AP state we are doing PGS farmers, certified farmers produce to temples, hospitals, residential schools. That kind of here government involvement is there, so that that farmer whatever for example temples. For temples this year in the next slide details are there. For temples, hospital, residentials and all, whatever they required produces commodities. For those commodities only farmers they will plan for production, so that they will get minimum 10 to 15% of premium price, or 10% of MSP they are getting right now. And another thing is that Sahaja Aharam Federation is there, that is promoted by CSA, Center for Sustainable Agriculture. Sahaja Aharam is a federation of FPOs, farmer producer organizations. It's around 23 FPOs federation it is. Actually, here CSA is directly working with FPOs. We have our own FPOs. 65 FPOs are there under different schemes, under CBBOs, under NABARD support, like that, different under schemes, SFSC, NCDC, like that. 65 directly we are working FPOs. 65 FPOs are there in AP Telangana both together. And another thing is indirectly, means we are giving services as a RSA, resource support agency. We have 250 FPOs in AP and Telangana state. We are giving we are as a resource support agency for NABARD. So here one thing. So here Sahaja Aharam Federation is creating marketing platform for FPOs. How it is? Here thing is that Sahaja Aharam, actually Sahaja Aharam, how it came up, that just a small 1-2 lines introduction I will give. CSA is since 15-20 years we are working on organic farming. So now everybody knows organic farming and everything, everybody got awareness on this. But if we'll see 10-15 years back, farmers they are doing organic farming, but marketing is major challenging. By that time we thought that helping them market linkages to the farmers. We registered Sahaja Aharam Farmer Producer Company by that time. So whoever farmers are doing organic farming, their produce they are selling through Sahaja Aharam. So through Sahaja Aharam also we are creating marketing platform to the farmers. Directly here the structure is that farmers they will aggregate their produce and all through FPO they will send to Sahaja Aharam. Sahaja Aharam will do the bulk marketing and retail stores. We have 4 retail stores also. Like that we are creating marketing for FPOs and farmers through Sahaja Aharam also. And a new methodology using for satellite imagery and ground truthing using PGS data, soil, even this PGS data. Another important thing is that entire this certification system, entire this value chain system, data is very important. Whatever data we are collecting, whatever data we are using, that data should be qualitative. We should not just not like that, but that whatever data we are collecting from ground level, that data should be qualitative And that data we can use for multi-purpose. Like for example, we are using for that PGS data, we are using for soil organic carbon purpose and data management purpose, for other projects purpose. Means integration of works for all the projects, for all the purposes. We should use one common platform. Otherwise work duplication will be there. For example, NABARD will ask some data. For them, people will correct separate data. Some other donor will ask different kind of data. For them, they will collect. No need to collect that. Whatever primary data, baseline kind of ground level farmers data, minimum data, here we will collect it's around 45 columns of data. That is, if we'll see, categorize that 4 kinds of data. One is that farmers' personal details, farm details, crop details, and livestock, and all these things we will collect. But that is one-time data. At the time of collecting, it might be difficult. But once if we'll collect the data, no, that is permanent kind of thing. So even seasonally, we can change only practices. What are package of practices they have followed, what are the decoctions they used, what are the preparations they have made, and what are all crop details. Those 2-3 options only we need to update seasonally. Otherwise, that is permanent data. That PGS data can be used for all the purposes. That is the main data. Like that, we have to plan it. Means rather than collecting every time, repeating. So that is one thing, is data management is here very important. These are all here we are integrating PGS data to the all these things. Soil carbon, and for data management, and for other project purposes. Based on that, for this we are using ERP system. ERP system, we can integrate the all the projects data. We can customize that. Whatever what kind of report required, that based on that we can download the report also. So that service also we are providing. These are all our experiences. I will show you one by one down. Creating opportunities along with the supply chain. Here our design is that primary FPO, and improving last mile delivery of services, and first mile aggregation of produce, and federation of FPOs under district level and commodity based. Here federation of FPOs means here 2 federations are there. We have one is Sahaja Aharam, and another one is Penishan. Another FPO is, federation is there. But Sahaja Aharam federation, we are doing district level and commodity based kind of categorization we are doing. And processing hubs we have in different locations in Vizianagaram district. Entire processing structure we have, and food enterprises, local markets, export markets. This is just design. And here creating sustainable rice production based on here situation, sustainable rice production, and sustainable cotton clusters, and fruit value chain, vegetable value chain, and millet supply chain, plant-based protein value chain, edible oils, spices. These are all major creating opportunities to the supply chain. If you will see the calculation here, I will explain you. Value addition. In the beginning slide, I mentioned that certification is value addition to the farmer. Why? How? Here you see. Here difference between before FPO, after FPO. Before FPO, individual farmers, how they can sell their produce, and after FPO, how they are doing, and organic produce, how they are getting benefit. this kind of bifurcation is there. Example, 1 kg tur dal. Here there is no FPO here. Farmers, directly farmers. Here consumer price is 90 rupees, retailer 13 rupees, and if we'll bifurcate this total price, this 90 rupees, how we will distribute to different layers. Means here middlemen, milling, wholesalers, retailers, commission agents, how they are involving, that bifurcation I am showing here. Before FPO, directly farmers, their produce, if we'll see consumer price 90 rupees, out of 90 rupees, 13 rupees to the retailer and wholesaler 10 rupees, millers 17 rupees per kg, here commission agents 10 rupees, farmer will get 40 rupees. Out of 90 rupees, finally farmer will get benefit here 40 rupees share he will get. This is directly individual farmers if they can sell their produce, that analysis. And another thing is that here once farmed after farming the FPO, here thing is that only same 90 rupees, here 13 rupees share of retailer, 10 rupees share of wholesaler, and here 14 rupees is this miller cost. Here FPO level, they have established this processing units also, then even they will get that share also, it will add to their. And another thing is that here farmer share is that there is no commission agents here, directly FPO selling their produce. So here 40 plus 13 plus 53 plus here 67 rupees out of 90 rupees FPO, through FPO, if we'll do the market, they will get the at least 67 rupees like that. And another thing is that if you will come into organic side, organic produce, here per kg 120 rupees consumer price. If you will see here, retailer 20 rupees, wholesaler 10 rupees, 14 rupees FPO share, and 10 rupees cost of certification cost and aggregation and that service charges. And here 60 rupees says, means here, sorry. Here premium price they are getting, instead of 40 rupees, they are getting another 20 rupees add on. So here like that, so how they are getting value addition as a single farmer, how they are getting as a FPO member, how they are getting, and how they are getting for organic produce. That kind of bifurcation and categorization of for analysis purpose, we did some commodities and here. This is very important that there are so many in the supply chain, so many loopholes, means so many challenges are there, because how there may be contamination, there may be some defaulters. How can we identify that? How can we outcome that? That is very, very important. First, this in this food business operators, if you'll see this slide from here beginning, growing organically or naturally, from beginning seed sowing to ready to sell, in each layer compulsory that person who is involving in this process, compulsory those members, they should follow all the standards. And here entire this supply chain compulsory, they should have knowledge on this, they should be trained people, because sometimes what happened, that farmer will follow all the standards, all these things, he is doing organic farming very well, but still in the pesticide residue testing sometimes will found residues. So how it can happen means in the processing also it may happen. So in not only production, from beginning seed sowing to ready to sell market, in each level have to take care. Each level we should have trained people. Each level we should have all the quality management systems. So here from production, from collection, here if we'll see all the produce farmers whatever they are growing organically, collection and storage, from the aggregation, from here to primary processing, cleaning, grading, and processing and packaging. Means here cleaning, grading, what they how it will be contaminated, like that we may have doubt. Here also we have to follow the standards for processing also. For example, missionaries. In the same missionary, conventional and organic, we can't use for same immediately. So for that, cleaning, grading, processing, packing, based on situations, we have to follow all the standards in each level, labeling and marketing. From here, after completion of cleaning, grading, processing, packing, next level will go to labeling and primary producer marketing, labeling and marketing. From here, it will go to manufacturing, means making ready to cook, ready to eat products, processed foods and all. From here, we will go to wholesale market. If we'll see here, bulk sales and white labeling, means some of the people, they will buy without anything bulk, they will take and they will sell their produce with their own labeling, like that. So bulk sales, wholesale and white labeling. Here if we'll see the packing and labeling, a good business plan starts with an executive. Another thing is that here, so in each and every layer, quality assurance at every level, compulsory have to follow all the standards. Because of lack of these things, so many organizations, means so many certification agencies are, they have rejected by government, means certificate, they have refused by agencies. So because just naam ke was certification, means directly they will register, will issue the certificate, that is not the thing. Now all the systems and systems are very strict and streamlined. So in the each and every level, from beginning seed to seed, seed sowing to ready to market, in each and every level have to follow all the standards. For at the time of aggregation, we can't aggregation and cleaning also. Cleaning, for example, what we will do that, what farmers will do that, after harvesting their produce, if beside farm, if it is empty, maybe for example their brother's farm is there, they will put all the bunches in that nearby beside farm, but that is conventional farm, this is organic field. So because of, they will make it processing and cleaning and all in that farm, by that time also it may be chances for contamination. So here cleaning, processing, grading, in all levels have to take care, in all levels have to follow all the standards here. This is the thing. For example, here organic supply chain, if we'll say, here inputs from seed sowing to production farming, harvesting, food processing, packaging, retail, in all. First, how we'll get the production? After getting production, here certification. How we'll get the certification? How we'll get the certification? After that, how we'll do the marketing? That kind of supply chain, organic supply chain is always should plan from even for production plan beginning itself, who are all our targeted buyers, that we should have proper business plan. After that only we can easily connect to the buyers and whoever targeted buyers, that is also very, very, very important. These are all some of the collection centers, cleaning, grading, and aggregation. These are all. here this is our internal. In CSA, we have food hubs. In the food hubs, we are providing, these are all services. FPOs, here FPOs will be there, farmer service centers will be available, and for farmers, they will get, we have farmer service centers and FPOs, and here primary processing units in the FP hub level will have primary processing units, value addition and logistics, food hubs, processing and storage facilities. All these things hub level we established for raw produce and all. And from here, exporters to ENAM, organic stores and white or private labels or e-commerce portals, retail stores. So here entire food hub, in this food FPO hub, number of FPOs, collaboration of FPOs. This FPO hub, region wise we have FPOs. For example, Telangana region 1 FPO, and North Telangana 1 FPO, and South Telangana and Vizianagaram area coastal side 1 FPO hub, and Rayalaseema side 1 FPO hub. So in that FPO hub, all these services are establishing. Means all the in FPO hub itself, they will get all the facilities, primary processing, value addition, logistics, and all these things. And other services also here providing extension, business development, research and innovation, digital platforms and tools, and education and skill development. And another thing is that finances also. How to link the finances, loans and all to the farmer groups and all. All these services we are providing to FPO hub level. Regarding this, if you want to detail, we can talk later. We'll explain entire kind of how we are integrating all these things and all. So now if we'll see the PGS kind of thing, PGS certification now, if we'll see last 2-3 years compared to last 2-3 years, lot of changes came up in the PGS India portal, and a lot of recognition also came up, and most of the farmers also registered under PGS India portal, and they are getting the certifications and they are getting the premium price and all. Here overall this is a global picture. I am as on today's status, this one. Active regional councils are total 65 regional councils are there in India, and 64 service providers also there in India. So here total groups registered 50,672 local groups registered, and farmers under approved under PGS 13 lakh 71,000 plus farmers registered. Area covered 8.44 lakhs of hectares. This is the global picture, all our country, all together, all the states. Here, CSA is one of the regional council for PGS India. We have approval for all our country. Any state can get the certification from CSA Center, from Center for Sustainable Agriculture. Now we are working in AP, Telangana, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Jharkhand. In all the states, mostly here we are working with governments. AP government and in Telangana, not much government, directly we are working. And Maharashtra, MSRLM, we are working with MSRLM, Maharashtra State Rural Livelihood Mission. And Chhattisgarh also, we are working with Chhattisgarh State Government. And Tamil Nadu, KVK, they registered few groups. And Karnataka, this is organic cluster. And Jharkhand also, Jharkhand government asked for organic cluster in 7 districts in Jharkhand state. This is the overall picture. Here, if we'll see in PGS certification also, a lot of changes came up, lot of improvements came up. Earlier, it was only group certification only available. Means minimum 5 members, maximum 20 to 30 members. It depends upon size of farmers. Group formation, group certification is there. But now government PCS India introduced individual farmer certification also available, and large area certification also available right now. So, but preferably we are preferring these two only, because group certification and large area certification we are doing, because individual certification, but traceability monitoring and comparative group certification, it's difficult. And if it is, it depends nearby, if it is any groups are there, we can attach them to the concerned groups. Otherwise individual we are not doing much, just a few groups only there. Here we are doing group certification and large area certification also. In Chhattisgarh we are doing 110 villages large area certification. The details also I will explain you next slide, what is the importance with this certification. Here we'll see connecting PGS farmers to temples in Andhra Pradesh. This is one best example, and it's very feasibility kind of thing. Lot of scope is there to establish this kind of thing. If we'll connect with the concerned state governments, that could be very useful to the farmers, because here in 2021-22 we did the certification for 1300 metric tons of Bengal gram to the TTD, Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, for Laddu Prasadam. For this 608 farmers certified. Out of 608 farmers, 401 farmers received 10% of premium price. Even here also, why 400 farmers here? Here some of the farmers, they sold out their produce directly. Here they paid 10% of. This is through RYSS in AP state. Raitu Sadhikar Samstha, we did this project. And here if we'll see entire total, we did it's around 100 only. For we only did the 110 samples. We did the pesticide residue test with certified laboratories. Found 99% of produce farmers of produce is we didn't found any pesticides, only 1%. That is also 2-3 farmers found pesticide residues. Those produce we rejected by the vendor, means RYSS. They have rejected those farmers produce. Other than even 99 farmers produce we supplied to TTD. This year, TTD is requested to us that supplying for 12 commodities like Bengal gram, black gram, red gram, jaggery, groundnut, black pepper, turmeric, coriander, mustard, and tamarind. 12 commodities they have requested us to do the certification. It's around 2.5 lakh farmers. 2.5 lakh farmers here. One second. Here, thing is that farmers, they assured market is getting here, because they don't worry about their marketing, everything. Here, they got the agreement with RYSS, is got the agreement with TTD. So through Markfed, they are doing this supply chain to the TTD. For those farmers, we are doing the certification for them. So this year we are going to do the large area, large scale, 2.5 lakh farmers doing the certification. And another thing is that not only TTD, their major targeted buyers are that in AP state, all the major cities temples, major temples, prasadam and food should be organic. And another thing is they are planning for marketing to linking to residential schools, government residential schools, and hospitals, corporate big hospitals. They are all identifying the buyers, assured buyers like that. So that farmer can easily relaxedly they will do the whatever they are doing organic farming. That is encouragement to the farmers also. It's very good initiative. Even last season farmers, they are very happy with this, because even they are doing organic farming since long back without any identity or without any certification. Because of lack of all these things, they used to sell their produce in normal markets. But after introducing this project, they came all into certification. Their produce we are sending to, supplying to TTD and other temples also. This is about Sahaja Aharam. Already I explained. Sahaja Aharam is Federation of FPOs. These are all Sahaja Aharam stores. In Hyderabad, we have 3 stores, and Visakhapatnam 1 store is there, and communities stores also. This means mobile stores. Weekly once our vehicle will go to communities, apartments, and gated community areas. They will keep for 1-2 hours vehicle there. They will provide all the groceries and fruits and vegetables also. This is one kind of mobile stores. Like that, mobile stores also we have. These are all the certified farmers produce will come to here. Through Sahaja Aharam also, we are selling their produce to the, we are paying 10 to 15% of margin to the farmers. It's around 15% we are paying. In this 15% also, 5% it will go to FPO, and another 10% it will go to farmers. Like that kind of a strategy we are using here. I mentioned large area certification under Chhattisgarh. Recently, Chhattisgarh government they constituted one expert committee for a large area certification. In that committee, we also part of that committee. So we went there last week for this assessment. Fully organic villages that the government announced, but whether it is fully organic or not, randomly our committee, our team visited those villages. It's around 5 to 6 villages, entire villages. We have done the assessment. And in AP state also, 6 villages are under process under LSA. Large areas in Vizianagaram district, 6 villages are there. All the entire villages will be like organic villages. That is also under process. Earlier, I mentioned carbon credits. Means carbon credits, with this, what is the important, what is the benefit to the farmers that I will explain you. For example, if we'll see how we'll link the farmers to get other benefits, that is very important here. And thing is that if we'll, this certification cost that is additional, maybe the additional budget for farmer, right? So for that, how we can integrate all these things that we have to think of. Here we are doing the pilot, we did this thing, quantifying ecosystem services under payments, soil organic carbon buildup for carbon credits. Here new methodology using satellite imagery and ground truthing using PGS data. With PGS data, we are connecting to this, we are using for carbon credits. Means 0.1% compared to previous year, that level of translate to 2.9 tons. It's around 3 tons will get 0.1%. So here thing is that that calculation and all details are there. For this, if you want detailed information, that is also we can have another day, one more session, or we can talk later, because this is it will take a lot of time. But here thing is that why I have mentioned here is that For this cotton credits, here we have identified a total number of farmers, number of acres, area, and all. Here we have taken now. 0 to 1 points here, 314 farmers, 1 to 2, like that we have categorized this. And another thing is that from this farmer will get the additional benefit. How will get? Let me explain here. Here total recently we did this carbon revenue one project we did. This is number of farmers registered 700, it's around 7,500 farmers. Number of acres covered, it's around 17,291 acres. Number of farmers verified and 3,990. In this acres verified, total 8,572. Randomly we did this study. Negative growth registered 631 acres and 337 farmers. Here is the total carbon fixed over 4 years, 48,661. So overall total carbon fixed here for 12.14 for 4 years means 0.1 3 is for year, 3 tons per year. So here if we'll get the total, if we'll see how much money total will get here, approximate price for 10 per ton, we are getting $10 or 670 rupees. On an average carbon finance per acre, it's around $30 or 2,280 rupees. In this total amount, 55% of the revenue, that money will goes to farmers, and 20% will go to supporting agency like CSA. We are doing here, we are supporting agency, and 25% is going to facilitating agency, that is called Bhumitra, one agency is there. So here farmer will get at least out of 2,280 rupees. In this 50% of price, it's around 1,250 rupees, 1,200 rupees farmer will get per year. So this is additional benefit to the farmer. So this kind of integration of works and linkages are very important, because revenue generation of through carbon revenue, this is very recently we are introducing this system. We are working in this. Regarding this, we can discuss later, because it will take a lot of time. How that measurements and all, how that calculations and all, it will take lot of time. Here 3 tons per acre work out 3.0. It's around $10. $10 means $10 per ton. Like that, $30, 2,100 rupees will get for 3 tons per year, per acre.
Madam,
Yeah.
Madam, yeah, it was a very intense discussion, but means we'd like to love to listen to it, but we also need to see the time. So
Yeah,
we have
sorry.
15 to 20-minute question answer session we are keeping also. So
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
like to
almost
request you
over.
to wind up.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
over.
wind up within 5 minutes if it is
Yeah,
possible.
it's over. Yeah, almost ending. It's over.
Yeah.
These are all some of the photographs of trainings and inspections, meetings. Recently, we went to Chhattisgarh. We did the assessment for large area certification, and we had meeting with the district collector, involvement in this process assessment also. These are all verification process, some of the pictures. Thank you. Thank you very much. Almost over. Sorry, it took a lot of time, because that clarity and whatever add on to the value addition to the required to the farmers, that is also important. That's the reason I have mentioned that. So you can ask questions now. Yeah. Any doubts you can.
Actually, ma'am, it was we love to listen it, but only because of the time, and you have completed everything within time. So
Yeah.
I'd like to thank you for this intense lecture, And you have nicely presented everything regarding that PGS. We actually, basically, if we talked about Northeast India, we generally run for the third-party certification, and we have means more exposure to third-party certification rather than PGS. But that
Actually,
it's a new topic and a new thing that we'll learn. Before giving my concluding remarks and or anything, I'd like to request all the participants, if you have any means
yes, please.
question, or if you if you need to do anything clarification, please, it's that stage is open for all.
Hello, madam.
Yes, yeah,
Uh,
tell me.
Thank you. And this is really interesting and informative session. So we got a lot of insights, especially into how to ensure that farmer will get multiple incomes through carbon credit, all those things, and the process of conversion right from basic gap to and export level.
Mm,
Thank you very much for that. I have one or two questions majorly.
yeah.
The first thing is like why when we see that majority of the people are not going for certification, um, I just wanted to understand in your experience why people, though they are practicing organic farming, either natural farming or maybe organic farming, why people don't tend to apply for certificates? Is there any great challenge that they are facing? What in your experience is the reason?
Yeah. Here, two things we can tell that. One is that lack of awareness. They don't know to whom to approach for a certification. They don't know they will get, after getting the certification, they will get a premium price. Like that, lack of awareness also. Because every day we used to get calls. Even they don't have knowledge on that process and all, to whom we have to contact, how we'll get the certification, how much time it will take time to get the certification, what are all practices we need to follow. Lack of awareness. They are doing just simply organic farming. They are selling their produce in normal markets like conventional produce. After, if you will see last 2 3 years, lot of changes, lot of awareness came up to the farmers and simultaneously consumers also. If you'll see, if you will sell this produce in outside, it is we are organically grown this produce. Consumer first they will ask that is it certified? Means that kind of awareness came up into consumers level also. Because if you say after COVID, lot of changes came up on food kind of thing. Instead of spending on medicines, rather than spending on medicines, we can spend on good food. That kind of awareness came up right now. That's the reason now demand is there.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Just one follow-up question on that. So I have read somewhere that now everything can be done online, the certification process. So is it really possible for a farmer to do everything from the same village to some e-seva center, some CSC center, or they need to go to district headquarters or somewhere? How much time does it require for a farmer to
Yeah.
of certification?
Yeah, here thing is that this is, if you'll see the PCS kind of certification, practical experience, I am telling you, for farmer, it will not take much time. Because in the group certification, in the group, whoever active farmer is there, that farmer, they will collect the entire data of the group. For that, after registration with in the PGS, anybody wants to get the certification through RC only, it can be possible. Through regional council only, they will get the certification. So they will connect to a regional council. Regional council will train them how to do the data entry and all. In the active entire group, one person, active person, they can do online register also. No, it will not take much time, but getting certification is, it will take minimum 3 months time is required. Means today I have registered, next month I want certification, means it will not be possible. Because after registration of certification, for certification, there is a verification process will be there. Means inspection, seasonal inspection will be there, verification will be there, capacity building need to be given. That kind of process will be there. After completion of that only, we'll get the certification. Anybody can ask if any doubts, feel free.
Yeah,
Even,
madam.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, sorry.
yeah.
Actually, Dr. Sunil has asked a question and he had to leave the meeting by around 12 because he had another meeting. So
Okay.
his question is that how blockchain can revolutionize the sector on traceability too.
Blockchain means entire traceability system, you are saying?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, traceability system, if we'll see from uh, once after registration of the farmers, from beginning seed sowing to all the standards they will follow, and for that entire supply chain that can be visible to the all the details in the PCS India portal. That verification system, traceability system, when we will collect the farmers data and all, yeah, GPS details also means like longitude, latitude details, everything we will collect the details. That supply chain, entire supply chain details will be available with the QR code. Once after getting the certification, after generation of certification, every farmer will get the one QR code. If we'll just scan that QR code, that traceability system, entire supply chain, that traceability, that source of the produce, we can came to know the easily. Yeah.
Yes. Ma'am, I have only one query because I never worked on that PGS and I have only heard about, basically I worked on that third party. So
Okay.
the query is that what is the authentication of PGS system? Because if you see many European countries, they don't go for PGS one, they only accept the third party certifications. In
Mm.
this case, means
Yeah.
what is the authenticity and how we can compete means
Yeah.
with this kind of requirement.
Yeah, and here another thing is that if you will see government side policy level, that change need to be come, because here policy level change needs to be done for PCS produce equivalent to ICS produce. That kind of a policy level change compulsory need to be done by government. That is a policy change kind of thing, because all the standards and all everything is same, but
Mm.
here thing is that from government side that policy change is required for that should be equivalent to third party certified produce, and that should be transferable. PGS produce also should be exported. That kind of a law should come up. Already these discussions are going on. Maybe coming soon we may get all these rectified, all these issues. But present situation, even third party, I think you are involving third party certifications. A lot of issues came up last recent changes with the agencies and certification bodies and all, this legal compliances and all, because of lack of in some places lack of that standard quality standards they should follow. Because of that only they have residual analysis and all they should do properly, and all the standards also, because of all these lapses gaps only, some disturbances came up. But better thing is that if you will go through once PCS portal and NCOF, National Center for Organic Farming, but a lot of even government also encouraging now. If you will see last 5 years to now, earlier whenever we used to tell organic farming, government people used to laugh. Without using pesticides, how you will do? People are doing like we are becoming mad people. They used to laugh. So like that, now government is insisting. So the government encouragement also there now. Even government is from central, a lot of efforts they are putting. Even like different schemes, under different schemes like organic clusters, like different schemes like NABARD, NCDC, uh, all FPOs also, organic cluster FPOs like that. Government also putting effort, lot of efforts now. So in future, mm, like conventional produce, everybody, middle class people to ground level to everybody should get organic good food. That kind of thing came up, already started. So everybody is giving priority to the good food. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any more question?
I think one more question from my side. Like
Yeah,
since we
yeah.
are talking this, we are discussing this in the context of Northeast region. So the
Yeah.
objective of the project under which we are discussing this is basically to promote organic farming in Northeast area to support the livelihoods there. So in that thing, so if you wanted to encourage people to go for PGS certification or all these certification, what should be the model that we should follow? Like, because CSA has been
Yeah.
involved in encouraging a lot of people. So
Mhm.
for a region like Northeast region where they have a lot of challenges in terms of geographical challenges,
Yeah.
territory, all those things, and transportation, all those challenges are there. And most of the produce is naturally, it is organic, means natural farming that they are doing. So
Mhm.
what model you can suggest based on your experience?
Yeah, we can go for group certification. We can go if it is small tribal villages are there. If they are practicing almost entire village, if they will do the organic farming, we can get them into this large area certification. For that also, from government there is a scheme, large area certification per farmer, 2,000, 3,000 rupees, kind of some benefits also there for this scheme. So if it is fully organic villages, we can you can go for a large area certification. Otherwise, you can go with this PGS certification for group certification. Even for this also, if you will go through government, there is a scheme, PKVY scheme. Under PKVY, government will pay for certification per hectare 700 rupees. So you can utilize that scheme also. Through RC, even government scheme, any scheme or anything for certification, you have to do through RC only, regional council.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, you can get back to us. Yeah, if anybody wants any doubt, you can contact me anytime. Feel free. My contact number also I will mention. My number is 9000 00 5840. 9000 00 5840. Chandrakala.
Madam, there is another question in the chat box that is by Aparna Sunil.
Yeah.
The question is that, ma'am, we realize that certification is necessary for realizing the value of our produce. I am
Yes.
currently working with an FPC in its initial phase where farmers are practicing natural farming but are not currently certified. By the time we obtain our certification, is there any means of marketing of produce under the category of natural or even organic farming, or can it can it only be sold in the usual track of mandis along with the other produce? Means
No.
they have
Yeah.
just initiated. So whether they can certification process is going on, but till now they have not received the certification. Whether they can sell the product as a natural product or as an organic farming product.
Yeah, yeah. Without certification, they can't mention as organic. With after getting the certification only, have to put the label. But without label, farmer can sell their produce directly to the vendors, like pesticide free or natural produce. In the with that label, they can sell directly to the vendors. But if they want to put organic label, compulsory, they should have certification, because without certification, as per FSSA rules, if we want to sell our produce national markets or in international markets anywhere in India or other countries, certification is compulsory, mandatory. So even under process also, After, I think once completion of registration, they will get the next season. For next season, they will get the certificate. It will take minimum 3 to 4 months time. With that certification, first 2 years for every season will issue the certificate. The first 2 years will issue the PCS India green certificate. Means it indicates that that farmer is under conversion period. So like that, logo and all they can keep, but directly organic they can't put without organic certification. Even if before certification also, if they will, that is under process, certification process is under process, they want to sell their produce, means they can't mention as organic, but they can mention as organical, naturally grown, or pesticide free, or natural produce. Like that they can sell their produce.
Okay, I think we may have more question, but because
Yeah.
of time constraint, we need to
Yes.
stop
You
here.
can send
And
all the
then,
questions. If you have any few questions also, you can forward me. No problem.
yeah, yeah, and definitely, I hope that all the participants who have queries, they will definitely connect to you. So before proceeding for our next session, that is vote of thanks, I'd like to request Noren to give the vote of thanks. But before that, I'd like to say that I am very much thankful to Shruti because she took more than around 10 to 5 days to arrange all this thing, and it's because of her we have a good this kind of lecture today. So I'd like to request Noren to put the vote of thanks.
Yeah. Thank you, Bhaskar. So this was really an interesting session and an informative session. We got a lot of insights, especially about how to go in certification, right from the stage 1 to stage 3, 4. So, ma'am, we are really thankful for you. So the first means we wanted to thank you, first of all, you, because you have took a lot of your time and efforts and delivered this lecture. So thank you very much. And as you suggested, you are very kind enough to take questions even after the webinar. So
Yeah,
if some of them have more questions, we will collect and we will share it with you after the webinar, so that they will get the answers to those questions. So thank you very much, ma'am.
yeah, sure,
And I would
sure.
also, yeah, I would also like to thank Shruti, who is the major support behind this entire thing. She organized everything. She was reaching out to a lot of people. And thank you, Shruti. She is from Access Livelihood, looking after the project. And also other Access Livelihood team who is supporting Shruti, especially Mr. Sunil and Sharath and the team. And I thank Bhaskar, who has taken enough efforts to organize this event and anchor the entire event, and also the team at SDS. So thank you very much, Bhaskar. And at the end, I would like to thank all the participants, because they were, I could see in most of the webinars, right from the beginning till the end, mostly the graph will be like, it will be dropping, like start with some 40, 50 and it will drop. But in this webinar, I could observe throughout the webinar that it's constantly at 39, 40. And that means it's very interesting and people have followed it thoroughly. And I thank all the participants. Yeah.
Sorry,
So,
Narendra.
So, from this platform, I'd like to also request you to attend our next webinar, or maybe it's a consultation workshop, to be held on 3rd and 5th. So detail will be shared to you soon. So it is on our process. It is the first one, and we are having two more. One will be on 3rd and one will be on 5th. So I'd like to
Yes.
request to all to attend it, and you will get the detail of this seminar soon.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you once again to all, because you have given me opportunity to share whatever experiences we have, that I have shared. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, sir.